again, it's the one and only Optibotimus coming at you with another video review. And on today's episode, continuing on with my journey to collect all of the Infinity Stones, we're going to be taking a look at the new Disney Parks exclusive ORB Light Up Prop Replica with the Infinity Stone that it housed, the Power Stone. For the package, much like all the ones that we looked at before, they vary in size, but they still have the same basic design. Kind of replicating a kind of containment unit just of sorts. You can see you got a lot of different metal elements kind of artistically put in there with some latches and such. The top section here looks like something that you would like twist on there. Of course, you got the front here, which shows the actual orb itself. And then inside it is the actual Power Stone. Back section here, you can see that it comes in basically a couple different parts. The orb actually opens and then the stone is put inside of it, but it also comes with a display base, which is the first for all of these, which is really nice. And of course, you got the little purple sections around the side, but I know you guys aren't here to see that. You're here to see this. This is it. This is absolutely gorgeous and truthfully one of my favorite ones that we've gotten so far. This just looks absolutely incredible. Starting off first with the display base, you got this little spring-loaded section right here. Are you going to stay there? Stay right there. So as you open one, they all kind of open. You can see that it's just kind of like regular plastic, nothing overly spectacular, but the fact that they thought to include something like this is really nice, and you can just kind of wedge it in there, boom, you're done. It's really simple, but very effective, and I love it. And then when you take it off, you can see that it closes. But the orb itself, you can see great detail throughout this entire thing. It looks really very, very nice. And it has metal. The outer section is metal, and you can feel a heavy weight to it. So when people look at these and want to kind of, I don't want to say really complain, but critique the fact that these are $100 replicas, it's because there's metal here. I don't know if you can hear that. Some areas are a little bit different, but like that, I mean, you're doing the cold touch. There's definitely metal that's in there, which is amazing. And then you can kind of sort of see this seam. It's hidden in there very, very nicely. But what that does is allows you to open it to reveal the inside. And of course, it's already powered up. And you can see that you have some light sections around the outer bit, and then of course the stone itself lights up, but it's going to be easier to see it with the lights off, so let's turn that off. And there you can see it, and that is really very nice. Now let's do that again. Trying to get the whole thing to actually close and line up properly is a little bit tricky. You kind of have to rotate it around to find where it locks in, but there we go. So now you can't really see anything, but again, we're going to now open it. It's turned off because we put the top on, and then there we go. That is absolutely spectacular. Very, very cool. I like the fact that it's got this pinkish element around the outer section, and that stone pulsating is really cool. And this is motion sensitive. So as you move it around, it kind of activates different lights, or well, not different lights, but different kind of strobe patterns and sounds that you can hear. Now, to actually activate all that, you do have to twist this. And this section here will come out, and you can see that the battery compartment is right here. The on and off switch is right there. But this outer section, so you have this intersection here is basically all that metal that I was talking about, which is really nice to see and actually feel as well. And then you put this in. This is the plastic part right here. But you want to make sure that you line those sections up there, and you can feel the vibration in there as well. That's the other thing it does. It has a vibration element to it, which is really cool. So if I can get that in there properly, get that lined up, which I'm not doing a very good job of lining it up. There we go. And then twist that in, that locks that in there. So again, when you have that in, now you can take the stone out like that, and then it has the little prongs and the little buttons on here that actually power it up, and then you just put that in there, and then you give it a second. And there you go. And then again, when you move it, you can feel the vibration. I don't know if you can hear it. I don't know if you can hear the vibration on there. But like I said, it is a little bit tricky putting the other part on because it only lines up one particular way. So you kind of have to rotate it around until you find it that locks in there. And then you see it turns it off. But I love doing this with all of these just to kind of show you this aspect. But we're going to take the Power Stone out of there, and yes, I'm worthy enough to be able to hold it. And then same thing with here, great amount of detail on the inside, really showing a very cool, intricate storage device for it. So let's set that off to the side, and let's bring in first the Tesseract. That's the first thing that we looked at through this whole journey. So we're going to take this out. Let me make sure I turn it on. First of all, let's see. Are you going to turn on for me? There we go. And then you can see again, it lights up blue with the Space Stone in there. So we're going to take this bit out, just like that. And then we're going to take the Power Stone, put that in the Tesseract, and use that to contain its power. Get that in. You can see that lights up purple, and then you close it, and now this lights up purple. Super, super cool, and you can see it very easily. That one's probably one of the easiest ones to see. With this, we're going to plug this in, and let me turn the lights off quick. There you go, and that's just kind of going. So now we're going to plug the Space Stone into, but now you can see that in addition to it lighting up the crystal, obviously blue, the outer rim section now is also blue, which is nice. And it does still the same stuff with the vibration and everything, but you can see that the light pattern changes, like with all of them so far. And now let's take this out. Let's take this out. I'm just going to kind of go through a whole bunch of these just to show you what they all kind of look like in there, because I don't believe any reviewers on here yet are doing that to kind of show that. But again, now it's back to being blue. The next one that we took a look at is the Loki Scepter with the Mind Stone. So again, we're going to take that out, set that there, put in the Power Stone, just like so. Let's turn the power switch on this guy, and you can see what it's doing. That lights up purplish red. You have the purple stone there. I mean, that is absolutely gorgeous. Now, this centerpiece still stays blue no matter what, but when you activate it and actually shoot that beam of energy, you can see it goes from purple to white. I mean, that is gorgeous. Even when you touch the tip of it, that is absolutely amazing. I love that. And now let's take the the Mind Stone, and we'll put that inside the... Yeah, look at that. That is super cool. Lights up yellow, looks perfect. That is absolutely amazing. And again, all the same functionality is still there. And now let's pop that out. Swap this one out. We're gonna pull you out there. Put you back in. Make sure that's lined up proper. There we are. And that's so cool. Alright, get that out of the way. And up next is the Ether, or the Reality Stone. Again, let's see. Is that on? That's on in there. Yeah, there you go. So you can see that it's red. We're going to take this out as well. The red stone's inside there. Pull that out. Turns it off. And now we're going to put this in. Let's see. You can't see me doing it, but here we go. There you go. Lights up purple on the inside there. Activates it, and that is absolutely cool. I love the way that looks inside there. I mean, I love the fact that these all can interchange and be the different colors inside the containers. That's amazing. Now let's put the purple stone. Let's see. There's, oh, look at the Reality Stone in there with the red. That is super gorgeous. Very bright, very powerful looking. Of course, you got the vibration still in there, which is incredible to see. And let's swap that back out. Put you there. I do wish that this was a little bit easier to open. So pull that out. Put you back in. And then get the orb set back up with the Power Stone in there. And then again, you have the lights going in there, and you can hear the activation inside there. Absolutely incredible. One thing that I also kind of like about this stand is you can prop this in a way where you can put it like that of sorts and kind of have something like that for an open display, which I think is fantastic. This really is probably my favorite of all of these. I have gotten the Eye of Agamotto and the Time Stone. That one's coming up next. This was the next stone to be released, and one thing that I actually like that Disney is doing is that they're releasing them in order of their appearance. So this first appeared to us in the Guardians of the Galaxy film. The next stone to appear was the Time Stone in Doctor Strange. And then the final one, being the Soul Stone, didn't actually have a container of sorts. It did have a protector. We all know that that was Red Skull. But to get the Soul Stone, what they decided to do was release that exclusively with one of the gauntlets. So either the Infinity Gauntlet that Thanos himself used, or the Nano Gauntlet that was created and then used by the Hulk. So the next one that I'll be taking a look at will be that Eye of Agamotto. But obviously we'll get into that here in a little bit. But for this, I am blown away. All of these have featured really cool recreations to the both stone and the container that they came in. Whether it be the Ether or the Scepter, the Tesseract or the Orb. All of those are very well done, and for me, in my opinion, well worth that $99.99 price. Now, as I mentioned, these are Disney Park exclusives. Specifically, they seem to be exclusive right now to Disney World, because that's where the new Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster is, and these are bought inside the Treasures of Xandar shop. That's right there with that new ride. Obviously, me being in California, I hope that they would get him in Disneyland, but they haven't yet. They may at some point in time, and I would be very surprised if they didn't. But for me, in order to get them since I'm not local to Disney World, I have got them on shopdisney.com, where they are available, and if you spend over, I think, $75, you get free shipping, and these being $99 qualifies for it. So, if you are a fan of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Marvel, the Infinity Saga, whatever the case may be, these are wonderful pieces to add to your collection, and do an absolutely fantastic job of replicating those items in the film. So here is your look at the new Orb Light Up Replica, equipped with the Power Stone. If you'd like to add this to your collection or any of the other ones, I'll put a link to Shop Disney right down there in the video description, where you can head on over there and add these to your collection today. But beyond that, guys, that's about it. Once again, I want to thank you all for tuning in and watching, and please remember that the real trouble with the world is that too many people grow up. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I'll talk to you later.